Well, hello, 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 my beloved, beautiful women of the world. Welcome to my show, Your Radiant Life After 45. This is actually your show, and I am just your host. I am traveling once more, so excuse the bed in the back of me here. But I hope I can keep your attention because this is something special that I have been talking about for more than a decade and a half. Your greatest gift may still be inside of you. Have you ever even considered that? Because when we get older, sometimes we believe maybe, yes, okay, so we have not maybe fulfilled our dream yet, but then we believe maybe it is too late. And let me tell you, it is never too late. So my name, of course, is Dr. Angelika Christie, and I am a naturopathic doctor, a relationship coach, a spiritual teacher for many, many, many decades. And I am 78 years old, young, not old, young. But the age is really the gift, because the older you get, the more experience you have. And maybe even the more courage you have just to actually do what you really want to do. Because most, if not all, what you believe are your chores and what you must do has probably already left. That is, you will always be a mother if you're a mother, but your children may be out of the house. And maybe you're still working, but maybe you make your work your greatest desire and fun, and according to your abilities and to the joy that you find in doing what you love to do. So welcome, 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 everybody. And thank you for being here with me. You know, I'm coming live from wherever I am, usually from the Bahamas. That's where I live. But when I travel, anywhere I am. I'm in Fort Myers today, and in 2 days I will be in Fort Lauderdale. But anyway, you don't want to hear this. I am here, and you are here with me, and that's all that counts. I have a request, though. I want your undivided attention because time is short, and I want to give you as much value as possible within the next 30 minutes at least. And then we may have a conversation, yes? So please shut down or mute your cell phones and stay here with me. Your time is valuable. Therefore, I will go straight to delivering you what I want to share with you, the value. I'm going to make some assumptions here right now. I assume everybody here is for particular reason. You may have read the title of this show, and you may be here to find out what maybe your greatest gift that is inside of you may be. And I'm going to assume that when I share my concern for mature women who might wonder if it is too late to know what it feels like to live from your heart's desire, some of you right here on this live show may resonate with this, yes? And I assume that when I say that it may be too late to feel the joy of a vibrantly healthy body, this may resonate with some of you also, yes? And I'm going to assume that when I say that it may be too late to be seen in the world for who you really are, this may resonate with some of you also, yes? And I assume that when I say it may be too late to enjoy financial freedom, some of you resonate very much with that as well. Maybe with a frown or a sad face. Yes or yes? I also assume that when I say that there comes a time when it is too late to share your gift with the world, and your gift will be lost to you and the world forever. Some of you were touched deeply by this thought alone. I do not I do not do this to sadden you at all, because I actually picture a world where you, because you are a mature woman, is outrageously happy, finally putting yourself first, doing what you love, following your passion, creating new meaning, following your intuition, no regrets, rejecting manipulation, stepping out of cliche, proud of yourself, with maybe generously giving of your wisdom to your circle of friends, to your family, to your community, and to the world. I believe that you are this woman. I believe that you deserve to do what excites you, because your happiness matters. It matters throughout your life, and especially throughout your freedom years. I believe that love ignites happiness. You deserve fulfilling relationships, and the most important relationship is the one we have with yourself. You must make yourself happy. Only you can do this. I believe women deserve to be outrageously happy. And when women are happy, I believe everybody wins. I really believe this, and I know it. So in the next 30 minutes or so, I'm going to do this. I will introduce you to the specific sequence to follow to ensure that you can once and for all overcome the challenges you believe you have, which maybe compelled you to take this time to be here with me right now. Does this sound like a good idea? Yes? Put yes in the chat box if that is so. It is so easy to let time slip away, right? Put off what you really wanted to do this year. This year is already half over, and maybe you have not really accomplished it yet. But the worst thing is to get upset. That doesn't attract anything positive. Stay excited and just open and speak to the universe, speak to you, and stay open to what the universe will offer you. But you must be focused on what you really want. I know this from my own experience. I almost waited too long. I know what my passion was and my mission, yet I postponed and postponed and procrastinated until it was almost too late. I never forget that moment when my life could have ended. I had a stroke out of the blue, no warning, no symptoms. But when I felt this powerful and bizarre energy in my head and going like lightning through my body, the right side of my body, actually, my right arm did not seem to belong to me anymore. It was like hanging out of the socket like a lifeless rubber. I knew instantly that this was choice time for me. This didn't happen to me by chance. You see, there comes a time in your life as well when you know that your life will never be the same. And this was that time for me. I remember I screamed out to the universe that I got it. I got it. I got it. No more excuses. I would do it, be totally committed, and bring my gift to the world no matter what. Therefore, I am here with you now. And this is why I will support you 100%, so that you will never experience the worst regret, the most excruciating, painful feeling when it actually is too late. When is it too late? In the last hours of your life, when you look back and wish you had acted on your dream, had taken the steps that they were necessary, had the courage, but you never did. When I wrote what I wanted to deliver to you in this call, I got so enthusiastic, I ended up writing too much content. And I would totally overwhelm you from the start. And you are here because you are already overwhelmed with one or more or 10 or countless challenges. And today the internet and what is offered becomes overwhelming. So allow me to honor you and my wisdom and simplify it for you. I will simplify it by introducing you to the 4-step sequence that really will help you to know what is important. I promise to reveal the correct sequence. That's how I call it. And of course, there's always more. Therefore, I can only give you some of the sequence, but the most important steps then in each sequence, there are always more steps. You already know this, right? To explore and go deeper into the exploration of what it is. And I can introduce you to this another time and then invite you to go deeper with me. You can also join me as a free member in the Golden Life Community, Golden Connections, because I speak there, because I am a coach there. I speak there about everything I know as a naturopathic doctor, as a relationship coach, as a spiritual teacher. And so you get so much value there. But we have very limited time today. So I will go to the pillars right now. Okay? Here is the reason why most women are still unfulfilled, even though they try so hard to create a better life for themselves. Many women still search for their true identity. They search for their purpose. Maybe it's you too. You may feel stuck in old beliefs and maybe even unfulfilling relationships, and don't enjoy your physical body and remain in financial anxiety. Is this you? But nothing much will change unless you start with a whole new awareness and are willing to let go of old thinking patterns. You may have heard of pattern interruption, which is really important, paramount to changing the status quo that each of us created and usually stays with. Why do we stay with our status quo? Because we settle in our comfort zone. All of us do this. The discovery of who you really are cannot be accomplished through a quick scan. You are too magnificent, too complex, and your gift stays then hidden. We must peel away your layers of limiting beliefs, false assumptions, illusions, and outdated habitual thinking. All of this unconscious and negative programming that has accumulated over decades. Most women search for their true purpose, but too many women are on a roller coaster of opposing thoughts and feelings that keep them stuck and unfulfilled. I know roller coaster always runs, but stuck in a belief system is something that it just turns you around and around and all over the place, and it doesn't get you where you want to be. And that means that you may live in illusions, and then you try harder to please, and some pray harder, that something good may magically happen. And when magic does not happen, or working harder and giving more does not bring happiness either, women often resign to what they believe is their destiny and even become depressed because they have no clue how to get out of this rut. Question: does this sound familiar? If it does, do you really want to change your life? If you really want to change your life, because it is easy to stay in the status quo, because you feel, excuse me, you feel comfort there. It feels familiar, right? But when there is a sequence to it, and there is, I have created a graphic for it, which I cannot show you now. but it is that you are in the middle, in the center. So it starts with you. And then comes your family, and then comes your community, and then you go out into the world. You don't say, I want to change the world and go from outside. You are not, you cannot be there. You have to start with yourself, with you. But sadly, few really, they may know about it, but they don't do it. Therefore, they cannot take advantage of the fact that when you do it correctly, then it becomes so much easier. But I'm showing it. We are talking about this today. So you are in the center, then your family, then your community, and then the world. Doesn't it make sense? First, the discovery of yourself, your spiritual self, your unlimited, incredible, beautiful self that came in this lifetime with your specific gifts. So your spiritual self first. Then you embrace this body that you came here with, your physical body, because that's your vehicle. And then thirdly, your social and relationship. They empower you to do the things that you want to do. And then you can create your financial freedom, and it will be easy, so much easier, at least. And it is easy when you know how to truly attract what you desire. So there are 4 pillars that we are going to explore deeply in the program, but I'm just showing you or saying a little bit about each of them for here today. The program is called Your Greatest Gift is Still in You. And I've told you there are 4 pillars. So let's start with the first pillar. The first pillar empowers you spiritually by deeply realizing yourself as an unlimited spiritual being. The challenge that most women I surveyed reported, or maybe this may be you too, is not knowing their true purpose in their lives. A disconnect or vagueness from regarding your soul as the center and the power which propels your desire and allows the universe to deliver that desire. And maybe it's a confusion with different spiritual beliefs. The benefits of being grounded in your spirituality are a greater clarity on what you came to accomplish in this lifetime. And it is such a profound experience when you experience your soul, when your soul opens up and you learn how to listen to your soul's wisdom. And then from there, you can consciously choose your spiritual belief. It may be a religion, but it may not be a religion, because you are a child of God. You are God within you. And this is the most important point of your spirituality. Why is your spirituality number 1, the first pillar? Of course, you know this now. Your spiritual self wants to be embraced and understood. Like, okay, just imagine you're on stage. Your whole life's drama can be projected on stage, right? Your spiritual energy is always with you. No matter what happens, what you do, or which stage you are, your spiritual energy is always with you because it is you. Even though you may not feel it because you may only feel your physical body, but your spiritual body is your most powerful body. It is who you really are, and where everything comes from, flows through, and can be also adjusted and changed rather quickly. It is important to bring your spiritual being forward into the center of your attention. Of course, in the course, we go much deeper into this, where you then understand how your spiritual power is your greatest collaborator. So don't worry if you can't get this yet. you will, when you decide you want to go deeper into this conversation, you can join me on our platform, Golden Connections. Anyway, I don't want to interrupt this too much, but it's easy to get in touch with me to find out what, if you want to go deeper into this very important, powerful conversation, your greatest gift is still in you. Because most people get this wrong. They put their mind and ego into the main focus, give it greater importance, and place their spirituality somewhere on the back burner, kind of as a byproduct, so to speak. Since this is so common, ask yourself, is that you too? And let me assure you, I'm not talking about religion here at all. And never forget, one of my clients was very skeptical because she believed in her religion without ever questioning why. Then at the end of the seminar, she was a part of a seminar where I, teach all of this. She was ready to allow her spirituality to just be unattached to the dogma of her religion, just so she could feel, how this would feel like. But you know what happened? All of a sudden, she felt guilt. She felt guilt that she could feel that freedom without it being tied into the dogma of her religion. I stayed in touch with her and witnessed how she disconnected first and then reconnected with her religious beliefs, with a deeper insight and understanding of her chosen faith. And then it was fine. Then she understood. You see, seeing yourself as a spiritual being first actually deepens your relationship to the essence of who you are first, the fuel that keeps your physical body alive and only sees the best in you. Your soul knows who you are, knows your full potential. And your spirituality is universal, but it is also personal and intrinsically connected to every aspect of your life. Your soul brought this energy into your life for a specific purpose, and that's where your gifts can be discovered. And you will understand this on a deeper level when you join me, if you want to join me in this deeper conversation at some time. Okay, so we kind of brushed over and I explained a little bit about why the first pillar is your spiritual self. So the second pillar empowers your physical body, the temple that your soul has chosen for this lifetime. And the challenge that so many women that I surveyed reported, and maybe it's you too, not knowing what your body's true requirements are so that you can stay healthy. Not finding the time to you never find it, not making time to exercise and not knowing about the many choices of exercises that require little or no extra time. And not loving your body through the changes of aging and knowing how to stay vibrant and healthy no matter what your age is. And also maybe a fear of disease and pain. And the benefits you receive from this pillar are getting to know your physical body and its unique requirements to stay healthy. Right nutrition, correct exercises that connects you to the body, to your body in a profound way. And finding the most enjoyable and least time-consuming exercises for you. There are many, and we learn those too. We do them together and you pick. And also learning to listen to your body's messages through your ageless heart and finding such delight in yourself that your body radiates ageless beauty. Many people tell me He said, oh, Angelika, there's no way you can be 78. You don't look 78. I didn't have plastic surgery yet, no, but I take care of my body. Anyway, and also when it comes to your physical body, there is your brain, right? And learning how to use your mind to control whatever your body experiences, is pain, disease, and heal yourself. Or even better, prevent any disease. So wouldn't that be important to do and to know? In this 4B course, which is your greatest gift is still in you, I had 2 clients who came off their medications during the course and have not touched any prescription drugs since. They have consistently improved their health and energy. And it shows because they reported back to me about their compliments, the compliments they receive. And others did amazing things since they worked with me, because their body then listened to what their soul and heart and mind, what the director, the greatest director of your body is your mind and soul, the direction of the boss. You are the boss. You are the God for your physical body. So question, do you love your body? Do you understand your body's needs? How often do you tune in and how well do you listen? How would you like to understand what your body communicates to you? Your body speaks to you all the time, but do you understand your body's language? What would it be like if you would understand your body's language and give your body what it needs? So then you will gain physical strengths, mental strengths, emotional power like you never have experienced before. Why? Because when you understand your body, everything will change. Okay, I want to give you something that is such a body, mind, soul combination that I want to share it with you here. Do you know what magnetism is? I actually got that from my mentor, Bo Eason. Have you ever wondered what makes somebody magnetic? We say, oh, she is so, or he is so charismatic. Or wow, she has this magnetic energy. Actually, animals have magnetism. Why? Why are we attracted to animals? Especially the younger animals, but all animals. We are attracted to them. They have magnetism because they don't judge themselves. They give all of themselves without holding back. So, do you know the definition of magnetism? So what would it be like if you would not judge yourself and would give all of yourself? You would become magnetic. And here is the definition of magnetism. She has the power to influence others by the delight she finds in herself. Magnetism. She has the power to influence others by the delight she finds in herself. So if you have a joyful and loving relationship with you, with your body, if you don't judge it all the time, enjoy it, you build magnetism. With your spiritual awareness, more acute than ever before, you are aware. Then this alone puts you already far ahead of most people. Everything, life becomes easier. Everything becomes easier because you find the delight in yourself. So you are already joy. So that's contagious, right? So you will attract incredible things. The third pillar, it presents your social empowerment. And you can see how the first and the second pillar already builds that, because when you know who you are spiritually and you find delight in yourself, in your physical body, the third pillar represents your social empowerment, and it covers your relationships with others. That includes your children, your partner, business partner, husband, boyfriend, your community at large. And the challenge that so many people that I surveyed reported, and maybe it's you too, is you may be trained from girlhood to become a pleaser. You may doubt yourself more than men. Usually women do doubt themselves more than men do. And that brings a greater degree of stress. And you may wear so many hats. You may do so many jobs without pay or even recognition. You see, we women do this, right? But when we get older, we should put all of those roles down, all of those hats, and only discover who we really are. And that will be your true identity. No role playing anymore, no wearing masks anymore. So the benefit that you receive from this pillar is your self-worth and self-esteem will rise exponentially. You become secure in how you want to be seen in the world and what role you want to play for in your family, in your community, not any must do, but want to. You will find it easy to ask for what you need or want and say no to what you do not want or is not in your best interest. Saying no will become easier and easier. Yet here is a reality. Even though few will say or show this openly, we women display our incredible ability to protect, hide, and adapt to almost anything, if we believe we cannot change it. Like my Donna, let me see my time. Oh my goodness. All right. We have been running out of time. I may go over time and I may get cut off. I hope not. But if I do, then you get the 4 pillars. But if I'm still on, I would like to share more with you. All right. So here is a reality. Even though few will say and show it openly, we women display our incredible ability to protect, hide, or adapt to almost anything we believe we cannot change. I already said that. Let me share a story. My client, Donna, I changed her name here. She could not see how she could ever change how her husband and most of her family treated her. She was something like a doormat and magnet for everybody's problems in her family. Everyone's needs came before hers. When she came to me, she had little hope to change her situation, but she still wanted to try because she was at the end of her physical and emotional tolerance. I was afraid that she would even become so depressed or worst situation, even suicidal. And this kind of frustration often leads to working harder in the service for others. Could be family, community, work, anything. After only 3 months of coaching and mentoring Donna's family, Donna's family started to change, even though I did not coach Donna's family. But they started to treat her with much more respect and consideration because she changed. She started to put herself first. Let me ask you this. Do you try to change the world before you have understood how to discover and live from your true gifts? Do you know women in your life who struggle with some or more of those kind of issues? Would you like to find out how to step out of the role that your family or community assigned you so that you can be seen for who you really are and be honored and celebrated, seen and cherished? Then I actually invite you to become a member of the Golden Life community, the Golden Connections, because that's what we do there. We come together in a community to understand ourselves better, to cherish each other, to bring out each other's gifts, to collaborate, to create new possibilities. But you still have to know the sequence, because without starting with yourself first and applying the correct sequence, you could be on an emotional roller coaster, always trying to be strong through willpower. And this is where so many good women get burnt out. Their social image does not reflect who they really are. They try to have the perfect personal or business relationships, but get disappointed over and over until they give up in exhaustion. Why? Because their foundation kind of is built on air. It is not grounded in their spiritual and human power. It's like trying to build a house by starting with the roof, right? It's an impossible dream and the pie in the sky. It does not work. It cannot work that way. But so many women are unaware that they are bound to this old paradigm, that they have to have something first. So then they must do something in order to be. Kind of that translates into, as soon as I have this condition or this money or this partner, etc., or this education, then I can do this. And then I can create my vision. And then I can be this, maybe this great teacher, guru, or just being happy. But the correct sequence is totally opposite. You must be first, and then you can do, and then you will have. Be first, spirit comes first. Then do, physical, using your body and mind, and you will have abundance, anything you desire. Doesn't this make sense? Can you see that by learning how to apply the correct sequence, you build a strong foundation for creating your life exactly as you desire it? Would you not want this for yourself? Would you not want this for other women in your life? So this is why it is so important to have this correct sequence. At the end of exploring the third pillar, at the end of week 3, if you want to do this course with me, you know how to show up in the world and how the world sees you. And as you know, the fourth pillar represents your financial freedom. The challenge that most women that I surveyed reported, and maybe it's you too. Maybe you feel dependent on something, maybe your male partner for financial support, or you feel overwhelmed and believe that you do not have the opportunity or knowledge to fulfill your dreams and become financially independent. Maybe you even fear success and the challenges and the changes it will bring into your life. But the benefits you receive from this pillar, and if you come into our community, we will do this together, is you will understand why your mind creates the blocks to financial freedom. And you will receive the tools to reprogram your thinking, which attracts abundance. You will gain clarity on how to monetize your greatest talents or what you feel passionate about. And If you want, you can share this with the world. And you will learn how to let go of all fear and embrace abundance without guilt. And after going through all of these, after going through that whole course and all of the entire right sequence, you have built a strong foundation from the ground up. And you have experienced that it is not the physical, but your spiritual body that represents the very ground of your foundation for your life. And once you have experienced your spiritual power as the base on which everything rests, you can build a skyscraper. Yes, that's a metaphor here. And that tall, beautiful thing that you create, this beautiful creation of what is the closest to your ability, to your gifts that you are discovering and building up, and having a community that supports you and cheers you on, and or maybe some of them will join in and build it with you. From there, you can explore all possibilities, all creative insights, discover your gifts and other gifts. And maybe you discover the biggest one, the one that you came into this lifetime to live from, to live by, and to share. You can claim your authentic self, because all confusion and overwhelm are a thing of the past when you understand how to live from the inside out. And the 4 pillars, your spiritual self first, then your physical body, your activities, then your family, your community, and the world. It will become so much easier. You will attract people who are in coherence, in alignment with you and your vision. You have unleashed this amazing attraction, your magnetic energy that we just talked about, right? And you know how to master your life skillfully, which makes you a leader. And others want to have what you have. And maybe this is not about you at all, but about your gift that others wait for you to receive. If you want to share it with them, become their teacher, their guide and mentor. Yes, and even then there will be times when you slip, when the old programming of lack of money, lack of resources, and lack of confidence creeps back up. They all creep back up. The old feelings of doubt and fear may try to pull you back. I know this from my own experience. All of us slip from time to time. It happens when the less evolved part of you, your frightened ego, you can't get rid of it, really, shouts, "Who do you think you are?" But don't worry. You will be in the company. This is why community is so important. And if you have a good teacher, and if it is me, I will give you the tools so that when you slip, you can bring yourself back into alignment with who you really are, not from the view of your frightened ego, but the deep certainty of your spirit, your soul self. It may only take a moment to step back into your authentic power, because it is the awareness that brings the shift. In the course, Your Greatest Gift is Still in You, I share 2 very effective tools for course correction, and it only takes 30 seconds. The other one takes 30 seconds, the other one a couple of minutes. But all of us have to course correct sometimes, right? It happens automatically, and at other times you need to do it with more intention, because maybe you have slipped too far, and then it takes a little time to bring you back. But some people sit back and expect that wishful thinking will bring them results. And this is against all logic. Wouldn't you agree? And this applies especially to claiming your financial freedom. Once you define your freedom, you still need a clear roadmap. Your goal is set clearly in your mind, maybe. You know what you want. Your internal GPS system may be engaged, but you still need the tools to accomplish your vision. In the course, your greatest gift is still in you. You will learn how to use your internal built-in GPS system and autopilot to course correct whenever necessary to reach your destination without any issue. Financial freedom is the last pillar of the correct sequence because it is so much easier to achieve after you have built the foundation within the correct sequence. The financial freedom will come more easily. If you try very hard to work on financial freedom, it is very, very hard. But in that sequence, it becomes quite easy. Because reading the right books, taking classes, courses, and even coaching may help. But if you do not follow the correct sequence, it could fail badly. You can get all of the right information and even be inspired to act. But you know what usually happens? After a short period of time, you fall right back into your old ways. And every time a bit more discouraged, but still burning to achieve your goals, so that you may want to try harder. Have you done this before? And if you have, how has that worked for you? May I assume not to your greatest satisfaction? Maybe because it was too hard, too overwhelming. Maybe you tried harder until you had enough. And you said there must be a better way. You have not built a strong foundation with yourself first, if that happens. Otherwise, and if you have not, you will suffer through resistance, anxiety, and hitting walls, and all the negative voices in your head that have accumulated over the decades. All those negative voices that have warned you in the past will warn you again and fuel self-doubt. And you may even give up and resign to your situation. You need community. We need to do this together. Nobody can do this on their own. Okay, so I can go on and on and on, and I do not want for you to be here for too long. So just to wrap it up, the 4 pillars to finding the greatest gift that is still in you and the path to your treasure lies in understanding the right sequence. So my question is, are you ready to start a new chapter in your life? Are you ready to begin a whole new story, the story of who you really are? Then you find me 100% on your side, and all the women that, if you come into this community, will be at your side, because we all want the same thing. So you would have my professional expertise and personal passion for your success, and the support and sisterhood of all those who are in your connections and may want to do the same. Discover and live from your gift. I know it will change your life forever. If I had a choice, I could have been, it could have been a heavy content here. And it was difficult for me to just cut it down to what I believe is really necessary. So I actually maybe did you a favor to simplify it. But I still invite you to come and experience the greatest gift, to experience what it feels like to go deeper and deeper and discover that gift that may still be within you, and start to develop it, and start to have the company of sisterhood and the company of professionals as well, like myself and others, that will be there to guide you when we go in specific areas that you want to achieve. Anyway, this is what my gift that I gave you today in this episode of Your Greatest Gift is Still in You. I may go a little bit into some other areas in the next episode, so watch it, look out for what is coming next. But I do really appreciate you being here with me. You are precious. You are so valuable. You have so much going for you. And everything is still there for you to achieve. Everything. As long as you are alive, there you have every opportunity to fulfill a dream that may still be within you. So do not wait, because there comes a time when it is too late, when you're on your deathbed and all you have is regrets. We don't want this. So I invite you and I embrace you to become a member, a golden, in the Golden Life community, and the Goldens, and the link will be right under this video or in my bio. You will find it. Okay, bye-bye for now. Thank you for the gift of your attention and your presence. Until we see each other again. Bye-bye for now.